I don't know how to start a video, but I'm Hootless, and this is RimWorld, where we will be starting a new colony because our last one died a horrible death of illness, disease, freezing to death, all that good stuff. So, we'll be starting a new colony, like I said. We're gonna probably do Crash Landed again. The classic RimWorld experience, after all. Next colonies, we might start expanding into other scenarios to start. Yeah, sure, dead seems like a good seed, why not? Let's go random site. Arid shrubland. Average temperature during the winter is 54 degrees. During the summer is 87 degrees. I'm gonna go with no, not that one. Tundra. Probably also no. Growing period, surprisingly, is 11th of spring to 1st of fall. Temperate forest, 1st of spring to 11th of fall, 42 to 80 degrees. You know what, sure, let's go with the temperate rainforest. Actually, let's say way up here, maybe? Growing period, never. Glorious. Excellent, in fact. I don't suppose there's, like, any kind of, faction bases up there, is there? No? Not really. Yeah, sure, let's try this. I mean, it'll probably be really difficult. During the winter, it gets down to negative 51 degrees. Damn. Okay, that's gonna be real cold. We might want to try to get people who are cold, I don't remember what the exact thing is. Cold tolerant, that's what it is. This guy's cold tolerant. He doesn't have very good stats and he's incapable of a lot of things, though. Incapable of intellectual, dumb labor, violent, crafting, and firefighting. Firefighting, I don't know if that'll be an issue in a tundra, maybe. Let's re-roll until we get another person who is cold immune. Well, not cold immune, you know, but cold tolerant. This'll do. She's, oh, yeah, she. Ian Hink. So, minimum comfortable temperature, negative 25 degrees Fahrenheit, also known as literally cold as balls. And maximum comfortable temperature, negative 3 degrees. That's fine. She is a nudist, which isn't the best. But, she isn't incapable of anything. She's like into social, into artistic, and she's relatively good at research, which we do want right away. Next up, we've got a defector. We want sort of a cold tolerant person if we can, who is also good at medicine or growing. Well, I guess we don't need growing, because, you know, we're probably not going to be growing anything much for a while. So let's just go for cold tolerant. There we go. Incapable of everything, though. So, not him. Hard worker, no. Heat tolerant, nope. Night owl, no. Masochist, no. Just give me cold tolerant. There we go. Incapable of mining, absolutely fine. She's good at artistic. She's relatively good at shooting. She's a careful shooter, which takes her aiming time up, but also gives her a bunch of shooting accuracy, and she's super into shooting as well. So, Freya Tail Fairwing, welcome to the party. Cold lover, ooh-hoo. Produces tremendous amounts of heat. He's comfortable in temperatures which would make anyone else shiver, but he doesn't like heat. Got it. Okay. So it looks like this guy is our final person. He doesn't really have anything too good. I guess he has research going for him. But, you know, we have 3 people now who like the cold, or at least are tolerant of the cold. So our party this time, our colony, is going to consist of Ian Hink, Freya Fairwing, I'm getting rid of Tail. She can go by Freya. And Manabu Gardner. So let's embark and sort of do this first little setup area where we probably want to set up like a room, maybe a heater. Keep it so that they aren't at negative 30 degrees Fahrenheit or anything crazy like that. Okay. we start making plans to survive, I'll start out by saying go ahead and claim all that steel and all the wood. There's not really any trees around, so it would be very good for us to sort of like, you know, well, first of all, we're gonna forbid all of that stuff. She also appears to be friends with both of those people. Don't know why. Freya has 6 shooting. I don't think Ian or Gardner have more. No, so Freya, you're the gun person. Ian has 2 and 2. Gardner has 5 and 1. So Ian, you get the knife. Gardner, you get the pistol, and we're going to construct some kind of building. So first of all, of course, let's start with structure. We don't really have anything that we can build the walls out of unless we built them out of steel, which is probably not the best idea. Actually, we have 1,000 steel laying around, so maybe it's not all that bad. So let's say 10? We'll say 11 across. You know, we'll just do it like this. It'll be a huge cube. Set up a steel door. And then we want rooms on the inside. Let's sort of go like this. There. Now we have these rooms. So we'll have 3 bedrooms, and we'll have this area here. We can create sort of another back area out back there. And just looking around real quick. We could try to crack into there, but there's probably like ancient evils or whatever in there, so we won't do that for now. Where did it go? So right here, we will designate production. We'll create a research bench right away, and we'll also make some beds, for example, in each of the rooms here. These rooms are probably a little bit big, but it's totally fine. In fact, you know what? I might make them a little bit smaller. You know what? It'll be fine. I'd rather them be happy instead of being angry. Let's go structures and put down some doors. It's just like a steel behemoth of a living area. Everybody gets firefighting, everybody gets patient, everybody, or you, get doctor, I guess. Everybody gets bed rest. People need warm clothing. The outdoor temperature is going to reach 6 degrees Fahrenheit. Damn. Alright, you can be a warden and research. You can research as well if you want. But don't be a warden, because I only want the highest quality warden, just in case it becomes relevant. Everybody can have construction, everybody can have repair. We don't really need growing or plant cutting. You can be an artist, I guess. So we'll set that up. Let's go power, solar generator, right out back here, I think. No. We'll put it around the side here. Power conduits in. In fact, we'll put power conduits like that, and we'll put batteries in this person's room. Actually, not just yet. Soon. For now, they're all going to build things. It does take a long time to build steel walls, unfortunately, I think. Maybe not. It only appears to take 3 work. Unlike this chair that is taking 50 work. It'll still take sort of a long time, I guess, to get that together. Relatively cold outside. At least we started in the summer, so it's not as cold as it could be. What we'll most likely do is create another layer around the outside and that'll sort of trap the heat in, hopefully, a little bit. The goal, of course, like, when you have a room adjacent to outside, it'll try to equalize. Okay, first of all, I guess I should explain. Any rooms that are adjacent, try to equalize the temperature between them. So if you have a bedroom right next to your freezer, then the bedroom's going to be real cold all the time. If you have rooms adjacent to outside, it's going to be harder to keep them warm. But if you have a double thick wall around it, then it keeps in heat better, and I believe also keeps in cold better. So basically it just preserves the heat if you sort of like double layer it. And that's what I'll do, most likely. Not right away perhaps, but I'm gonna try to do that eventually. What are you guys doing? Oh, they wandered way off to grab some steel. This also needs to be completed if we have any wood left whatsoever. And I don't think we do. So cancel. And we're going to build we'll build a steel research bench, which takes 100 steel, but we have steel, unlike wood, which we do not have. So I think everybody's relatively happy. Rebuffed by Ian, in a little pain, cramped environment, slept in the cold. Okay, that's probably not ideal. I guess they don't want to sleep in the cold, but they want to be like, they're fine with being in the cold. In a little pain. What are you in a little pain from? Slept in the cold, cramped environment, ugly environment. That's fine. Constraining clothes, slept in the cold, cramped environment, ugly environment. So nobody wants to sleep in the cold, I guess. It did get very cold, to be fair. Maybe cold tolerant, and you guys can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but maybe cold tolerant is like they handle being in the cold better, so like they don't die as quickly of hypothermia or something. Maybe something like that. Steel simple research bench getting put up. We can use that to research stone cutting right away. And the benefit of stone cutting is that we can then use all of this like slate chunks that's laying around. We can use all these slate chunks, not this slate chunks. And just sort of in general, we'll be able to build more if we do that. For now though, let's say designate temperature. We'll put a heater in the hallway. Maybe like that. And then also a heater out here. Let's try to do that, and we'll keep it to like 60 degrees on the inside. Gardner is researching, which is nice. We did want him researching after all, at least a little bit. I think we're starting to run out of steel, like just a tiny bit. Which, if we are, is kind of inconvenient. We only have like 142 left over there. Okay, so we have about 260 steel. Fortunately, that's enough to finish off these, but I don't think it's enough to make another outer wall. So we'll have to make it out of stone if we can. I also wish that I could put down some lamps, but unfortunately, not happening. Also, I didn't store any batteries. So we'll put a battery here, and we'll put a battery here. And that'll just be temporary storage until we can actually build like an outhouse in which to put the batteries. This colony might die a lot quicker than like the previous one, just by nature of the fact that it's in a tundra. But I thought it would be fun to be in a tundra this time, have a change of scenery instead of doing the same thing. If this dies quickly, then I most likely will go back to like a temperate rainforest or something, just for an easier go of it. These are all indoors now, fortunately, although they're flickering really badly because they don't have enough power. It is keeping it relatively warm. Somehow. Okay, yep. Wait, did it still have, like, solar generator going throughout the night? Does the sun just not really go down here? That's awesome. Like, we don't get as much power during the night, understandably, but it's pretty cool that we can, you know, we don't run completely out of power during the night. So, Ian, how are you doing? You're doing pretty great. Just sort of in general, you're doing pretty great. Everyone except Gardner, really. And, yeah. Rebuffed by Ian. Stone cutting's finished, that's good. Let's get... microelectronic basics. Hold on. I want to say yes, because there's some geysers here somewhere. I remember seeing them. Geyser, there it is. So we have a geyser there, and there's probably other geysers. There's a couple over here. But we can get geothermal power from geysers. So what we'll do is research microelectronics basics, and that unlocks the high-tech research bench, comms console, and other research projects. And from there we can research geothermal power, and that'll take a while to get to, but if we do that, we'll have the ability to get power that way instead of just from solar panels. And also geothermal power is constant, although we do have to defend it somehow against raiders. So, yeah, Ian's researching, but it is going to take a while. We could use for some lights, but the downside about that is that it would take a lot of connected rate stored. Seems like we are not generating nearly enough power. I hope we have enough to build another solar panel. Solar panel, please? Gardner, can you go work on that? We don't have the materials. Okay. So, does anybody have mining? Yes. Ian does, Gardner does. Now. We will have them. Architect orders mine. We'll dig up some of this steel. And there's some steel up here as well. There's not really any other steel there. But that's fine. Oh, wait. This, like, entire thing right here is steel. So I guess I'll just dig that up. Don't need to dig up those 2,000. So now we're going to get some steel once they get around to that, and that'll help us build another solar panel and like a million other things that we need. Also, we are running very low on meals. We have 5 meals left. No, we have 12 meals left. Okay. So we need some way of getting food. I'm not seeing a whole lot of animals, so I don't think we can really do any hunting. Yeah, there's just stone chunks out there. Nothing but stone. We might crack into that potentially this area right here. In fact, let's do that. This might be a very quickly over colony. War Chief Rego Tona. Let's not do that just yet. And instead, Freya, you were gonna go do that anyways. Go over here and talk to this guy. Go trade with Val. Let's see if he can give us anything. If he can, maybe we can buy... Okay, so he has pemmican. We could buy all of that. And that is food, so we would be able to survive a little bit longer. Alternatively, we could just kill him. In fact, let's try that. Okay, don't trade with him. We'll set, Ian, you're the happiest. Except your bedroom is also there. Damn it. Okay, so this room is now Gardner's room. This room is now a prisoner room. And Freya is going to get drafted and try to arrest that guy. If you arrest a non-colonist, their entire faction will become your enemy. Bring it on. Arrest him. Booyah. Bad will. That's fine. Rigotona, now my enemy. I do not care. Can I keep his stuff that he has? Oh my god, I can. Hell yes. Prisoner. Recruitment difficulty a lot. Alright, I'm gonna release you. You're free to go. Freya? You wanna release him, maybe? Wait, Gardner's going to strip him? Okay, no. Gardner's releasing him. Get out of here, you scamp. Okay, so we did just successfully rob him. We didn't get a whole lot useful. We got, like, some food. We got a little bit, basically. Food, steel spear, a great bow, a bunch of beer, 38 bottles worth, some medicine. All in all, it's probably not worth being the enemy of that nation now, that faction. But we got a little bit of stuff out of it, so who cares? Pemmican is expiring in a year, despite the fact that it's in like a very warm room, so that's pretty nice. We'll probably have to build a cooler here soon, but that is a job for next episode because we're reaching the 22-minute mark, and I want to try to keep these around 20 minutes as usual. So, if you guys are liking this series so far, liking this Tundra Fortress, also this one's going to be called Townsville. I don't know if I mentioned that, but we're going to call this one Townsville. And, in fact, to that end, we'll, view information? No. Character. So we're gonna go, this one will be Buttercup. This one will be, Blossom. And Gardner will be Mojo Jojo. So this is the city of Townsville, the colony of Townsville, if you will. But hope you guys are all enjoyed the series. If you are, remember to leave a like, leave a comment. If you aren't already subscribed, I highly recommend it. It helps out a lot, and you can keep up with all those videos that I upload every day. See you guys all next time, I guess, where hopefully we won't immediately die.